going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your Sunday edition podcast. And it is Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, what an epic NBA Finals matchup that we witnessed on Friday, folks. On Friday, between the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. It was a must-win, ladies and gentlemen, for the Golden State Warriors, as the series is now tied 2 games apiece, folks. And Mr. Stephen Curry, aka Chef Curry, folks, did the unthinkable. How about that performance, though, by him? Was he tremendously cooking? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about rice and beans with chicken. It was straight buckets and fire. Again, not too shabby for a double-double night. 43 points and 10 rebounds. Awesome stuff, ladies and gentlemen, by the Golden State Warriors in this epic NBA Finals matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 5 will be on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time between the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. Alright, first and foremost, I hope everybody, again, is having a great weekend. Let's recap the long week that transpired, nonetheless, for the week of June 12th, 2022. Well, NFL news, ladies and gentlemen, is reports are coming out that Aaron Donald is back. Yes. Donald's 2021 season included becoming the franchise career sack leader, earning NFC Defensive Player of the Month for the month of December, after a dominant 4-week stretch that month, being named to his 8th consecutive Pro Bowl and being selected first-team All-Pro for the 7th straight season. He finished with a team-high 12.5 sacks in the regular season for his 5th consecutive season in double digits. His dominance continued in the postseason, where his pressure on opposing quarterbacks clinched the Rams' NFC Championship victory over the 49ers, and later their Super Bowl victory win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at this incredible news. So we've been hearing this a lot this past week, that Walmart is making some noise, ladies and gentlemen. And the Denver Broncos are going to be sold to Walmart by Rob Walton for a record of $4.65 billion. Now, there is some good news on that, and we're going to share of what transpired, I think, a couple days after this news broke out. So Walmart has arrived in the NFL. Rob Walton, the eldest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton, is poised to become the new owner of the Denver Broncos after the team announced Tuesday night that it had entered into a purchase agreement with him, his daughter, Carrie Walton Penner, and his son-in-law, Greg Penner. Financial terms were not immediately disclosed, but 9 News in Denver reported that Walton will pay $4.65 billion for the franchise, more than double the most recent sale price for an NFL team. The $4.65 billion price tag would also establish a record for an American sports franchise. So, with that being said, the Denver Broncos have reached a sales agreement, folks. The price tag is definitely $4.65 billion. The Denver Broncos have entered a sales agreement with the Walton Penner family ownership group. The sides announced that on Tuesday night. The agreement is for $4.65 billion. Sources told ESPN, confirming multiple reports that it would be a record price paid for a North American sports franchise. The Walton Penner Group, headed by Walmart here, Rob Walton, his daughter, Carrie Walton Penner, and her husband, Greg Penner, will also include Melody Hobson, the co-CEO of Ariel Investments, as well as chair of the board, of the Starbucks Corporation and a director at JP Morgan Chase. The sale agreement is subject to review by the NFL's Finance Committee and must be approved by a full vote of NFL owners. 24 yes voters are needed for the sale to be approved. It is expected to take about 60 to 90 days for that sale to be approved and the deal to be closed. No issues are expected, but a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter. And it was told by a source by Adam Schefter. Yours truly. Alright, so that is your NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move over to some NBA news where LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen, we all know and heard that he is now officially a billionaire. But now the family foundation is in interest to open a medical facility in Akron, Ohio, that is. LeBron James has been working hard both on and off the court. Now he's extending his name to another community project. The LeBron James Family Foundation has revealed new goals for its I Promise health quarters, as construction on the community-based primary care center will commence soon. Located across the street from LJF's house, 33 in Akron, Ohio, the location will look to offer medical, dental, and vision assistance for people of the community. In addition to the offered health benefits, the health quarters will offer physical and recreational activities, mental health services, our on-site lab, and a reduced cost pharmacy courtesy of Axe Pointe. So again, speaking of billionaires, let's talk some golf news, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger Woods is now the third athlete to become a billionaire behind LeBron James. So Tiger Woods, ladies and gentlemen, who is tied with golf legend Sam Snead for the most PGA Tour event wins in history at 82, is now officially a billionaire. According to the magazine's earnings update for the golf superstar, Woods has made around $1.7 billion in his 27-year golf career. He ranked in the money from his salary, endorsements, and other various incomes. Less than 10% of his career earnings comes from his golf salary. This all equates to Woods' now $1 billion net worth. He becomes just the third athlete in history to officially be named a billionaire. After Michael Jordan and LeBron James, James just reached this milestone last week, of course, and that's what we're talking about. The 15-time major winner has endorsement deals with around a dozen companies, including Gatorade, Monster Energy, TaylorMade, Rolex, and Nike. The athletic sportswear brand signed Woods back in the year 1996, the year that he won PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. Also, ladies and gentlemen, more news to share with you from the NHL hockey perspective. So Wayne Gretzky from the Edmonton Oilers jersey just sold again for a record of $1.45 million, ladies and gentlemen. An Edmonton Oilers jersey worn by the hockey legend Wayne Gretzky sold at an auction on Saturday for a record-breaking $1.45 million US. Gretzky he wore that jersey during the Oilers' 1988 Stanley Cup Final win over the Boston Bruins, less than 3 months before number 99 was traded to the Los Angeles Kings in a move that shook Edmonton and the hockey world. The jersey with 99 on the sleeves and a C on the chest, donating Gretzky's captaincy, also has repair marks. Gretzky wore it multiple times during the 1987-1988 season, Rusk said. Today's NHL players change jerseys more frequently. Alright, so let's move over now to some college basketball news, where this is some amazing, truly news. The Duke Blue Devils, ladies and gentlemen, they hired former Nike and NBA staffer Rachel Baker as the general manager. The new Duke men's basketball coach, John Shear, has hired a former Nike and NBA staffer for a newly created role with duties that include overseeing name, image, and likeness, NIL opportunities for Blue Devil players. The school announced the hiring of Rachel Baker. Again, women are making history, ladies and gentlemen, as the program's first general manager on Tuesday. Duke described Baker's role as helping players enhance their personal and professional skill sets, including the NIL partnerships through her experience in sports marketing. In a statement, Shear pointed to Baker's expertise in the business of basketball as a resource for players and their families. It comes ahead of the first anniversary of college athletes being allowed to profit from their fame through the NIL endorsements. Baker spent 8 years at Nike working with grassroots partnerships and event strategy for the Elite Youth Basketball League, which features top prep prospects. She also managed strategic innovatives between Nike and NBA star Kevin Durant, one of the apparel's makers' signature athletes, with his own shoe line. Alright, let's move over to some Major League Baseball news. Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, has tested their pre-tacked baseballs in AA this season. In a follow-up tweet last night, the Relic noted it's no longer clear whether Major League Baseball plans to carry out the second part of the testing process later in the season, as they initially intended. He adds that the league halted the experiment in the Southern League after just 2 weeks for reasons unclear. The Relic provides a breakdown of the experiment for the first 2 months of the year. A substance from one of 2 different manufacturers has been applied to the baseballs. The league is now pivoting to treating the balls with mud, the standard process used at the MLB level. As a control group, the control testing will be with the standard Major League ball, which is different than the ball typically used up through AA. The second manufacturer substance will be tested at some point later in the year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I'll see you next Sunday's podcast. Again, till then, subscribe, like, follow our YouTube channel for all the latest sports updates around the world and across the country, wherever you may be. Again, subscribe, like, and follow our YouTube channel, Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community, for all the latest sports updates. This is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates. Have a great week and a great work week nonetheless. I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.